Meditation on Fifth Sunday in Ordinary Time. On July 10th, 2022, in our mouths and in our heart. The hot sun rises, the occasional wind blows, it rains, the seasons change. When these changes start in the sky, the earth responds and brings changes that match it. In this way, we are also created to live on this earth while holding the breath given from heaven. Therefore, like the lake reflecting the sky on the surface, or the sea that contains the color of the sky, we are trying to live today to capture the meaning of the changes in the sky on this earth. Wouldn't it be great if our life on earth could also be filled with heavenly joy? Here, I would like to say that land is not just a geopolitical or geographical space, but a space of relationships that we make. When we interpret that the relationship between you and me and between people is life, it is because the ground is the basis of that life. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Like the Lord's Prayer, I want to learn how to bring heavenly life forward to earthly life. However, the Lord says that the road is neither far nor difficult. Return to the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul. For this command that I enjoin on you today is not up in the sky. The word is something very near to you, already in your mouth and in your heart. You have only to carry it out. God never burdens us on our path to seeking and following Him. He does not want our steps towards that heaven to begin with a strenuous step. Fulfilling the Lord's will is what is allowed here, in the time and space we can approach, and in our relationships with those we meet. And that is something that can be achieved with the will of the soul and heart that has been planted in us. This is because the Lord has put it in our hearts and lips. There is a poem called Forget Me Not by the late Chun-Soo Kim, a Korean poet. You seem to answer when I call, and you seem to come down when I wave my hand, yet you are far away. Are you a star in the sky? Don't forget me on that day when the flowers bloomed and the wind calmed down. That voice is heard closer today. It is heard. Everyone will live as if struggling with a longing that they do not want to be forgotten. In it, there must be a sigh of hope that someone will understand our own pain, loneliness, and tears. But the voice will not be heard from far away, but from someone near. In times like these, I pray that the comfort I convey through my heart and lips, and my existence itself, will become a tool of love that gives healing, joy, and hope. I hope that the relationships through the encounter of me and you will lead one another to the love of God. For in God, all the fullness was pleased to dwell, and through Him to reconcile all things for Him. Help me search my heart, let peace come. Let me think one more, and let my consideration for you move you. Make me refine my words, and let them become simple instruments that instill in you joy and radiant love. Have me clean my hands and feet, so that I may come to you and embrace you to appease your bitter sorrows. A great footstep may change the face of the world and fulfill the ambitions of a few persons. However, Poor and beautiful practices give the world hope for heaven and warmth, so that we can still live in the world. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your being, with all your strength, and with all your mind, and your neighbor as yourself. Go and do likewise. Even the small change that one of us will go and make may be just a drop of water on the great ocean. But the great sea cannot be made without that single drop of water. One person's small gestures on this earth may be too weak to fully realize the heavens on this earth. However, if it is faithfully filled until the end of life, fulfilling that love will be a response to the Lord's will that you will never regret. I hope that we will keep the love that has planted the breath of heaven in our hearts and mouths, and move with a willing heart to walk in life that allows those who meet us to be filled with the fragrance of God's love.